Welcome, Aquarius. This is Spicy Sunflower Tarot, and I am going to start a reading for you in regard to the week ahead for the week that begins November 24th and finishes up on the 30th. So let's take you through the week with a very simple yet hopefully informative reading. Just a 3-card spread with the Marchetti Tarot as the main deck, and then clarifying with some Light Seers Tarot. For the sign of Aquarius, what is something that brings them joy? For the sign of Aquarius, what is something that brings them joy? Aquarius, joy. This one's ready to come out. We have the Fool. That's awesome. That's very understandable. The Fool is, in my opinion, just that lighthearted, free-spirited, happy-go-lucky, starting fresh, starting new, no fear, no past holding you back. Really, it is just such a childlike, it's fiery energy. It's the sign of Aries, but the Fool represents fresh starts, new beginnings, and really untainted energy, not letting anything from your past prevent you from enjoying your future. And that literally is pulling up in the place of what brings you joy. So I think that's awesome for you, Aquarius. The second card we want to find is, what is something that you need to be mindful of? When you're in this Fool energy, and that doesn't mean anything derogatory, it doesn't mean a not smart person or anything like that. It's just, being a fool as far as going for it, not, afraid to take a risk. So what do you need to be mindful of? The Star, and this is your energy, plain and simple. Card number 17 in the major arcana. The Star is here, which is a very angelically oriented card. The Star is the sign of Aquarius. So you showing up in your own reading. And what this is really saying to me, because it's pulling up in the energy of what you need to be mindful of, is you need to be mindful of your own energy getting in your way. That is really coming up loud and clear. As far as being too hopeful, being too head in the clouds, too lost in your thoughts, analyzing yourself to death, allowing yourself to be more free-spirited. Remember, so we've got some conflicting energies. Star is celestial. Star energy is ordained by the angels, and it is your hopes and your wishes and your dreams coming true. The Fool energy is what brings you joy. The Star energy is showing up in what you need to be mindful of. So I hope that's understandable. What I'm trying to relate to you is, by all means, be yourself, but be mindful of your head being too in the clouds, of being too lost in your thoughts, of being too lost in the sauce of the situation to see it for what it really truly is. And the last card I want to bring out is, what can you look forward to, Aquarius? We have the Fool brings you joy. The Star, you need to be mindful of the energy from the Star. And so what can you look forward to? We have the Page of Wands. You can look forward to playfulness. You can look forward to lighthearted energy, very much the Fool. You can look forward to fresh starts, new beginnings, very much the Fool. You can look forward to, let me be honest, if this is a person entering your life, they're not really here to commit. They're here to play and have fun, but they're not really here forever. So you can look forward to a lighthearted, good time, but this is not somebody that you can sink your teeth into, that will go the distance, so to speak. So Page of Wands showing up in what you can look forward to. Hey, they have a cool little lizard on their hand. Just a playful, lighthearted energy. You can look forward to letting your hair down, relaxing. And we're just talking about this week. So there is something coming up this week in particular for the sign of Aquarius that will allow them to let their hair down, to relax, to play, to have fun. It's very childlike. So it is running across the field, playing hide and seek, bouncing jacks on the floor, anything you love to do when you were a child. Maybe that's what it's saying. This is the week to bring those back out into the realm of your existence. Let me bring out the Light Seers Tarot for clarification. To find out, let's clarify the Fool energy as far as something that brings Aquarius joy. Why is the Fool here? Ace of Pentacles, because of a brand new opportunity, a new job offer, a new position in advancement. There's going to be someone, maybe you're getting some familial legacy money. Maybe you're getting a bump up in pay, you're getting a promotion. Something with value is entering your life. So increasing this ability for you to be in your Fool energy, that lighthearted, easygoing, taking risks, no fear energy, because there's something that kind of backs you. Like, don't worry, Aquarius, it's safe to let your hair down, relax, and have fun because something has your back. And it's more of like in a physical form, like your home is excuse me, that sounded like Bugs Bunny. You're going to get your backing financially, something you can touch, taste, see, and smell. It's Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity will allow you to just relax. What is something to be mindful of? The Star energy. Why is the Star energy here? The Eight of Cups. To be mindful of the Star is there is something that you are turning and walking away from for your highest and best good. You're leaving what no longer serves you in the past, and you need to be very mindful and aware of what you hoped for and wished for, because it turns out it might not be the buy-all, end-all that you maybe thought it was. The last card, the Page of Wands. What can you look forward to, Aquarius? Why is the Page of Wands here? Five of Cups. Be wary as far as that playful, lighthearted, loose, free-spirited Page of Wands is concerned, because you could be left, if you're looking for solidarity, if you're looking for the long-distance relationship as far as lasting a long time, this might not be it. And so it might be a form of awareness. What you can look forward to is the mindfulness of you might be left at the river of tears when it's all said and done. And so if this person comes bebopping along into your life, expecting you to give them a chance and go for it for the night or the weekend, know that the result might be you sitting at the river of tears, crying for what you've lost, feeling sorry about what you gave that you didn't get back, and that, somebody just slipped through your fingers. And so be aware if that's the energy that you're okay winding up in. If you are looking for something serious, this person is not really serious. And so beware. That's just a warning, is the way it's really coming out. Let me leave you with an oracle card from the Priestess of Light for Aquarius. Just going to pull out one card for you, and then I'm going to read from the deck so that you have the proper meaning. Make sure you can see that. So if you need to take any screenshots, you're welcome to. This is card number 32, and card number 32 in the Priestess of Light Oracle represents power over difficulty. And the power over difficulty is about reclaiming your power. So Aquarius, This card brings you a warning that there are situations, people, or patterns in your life threatening to take over. The snake can be venomous, tempting, or even strangling. This card is an important reminder to be honest with yourself and investigate your relationships and your daily activities to determine what may be harmful or dishonoring to you or even be consuming you. If someone is bringing a toxic energy to your life, it may be necessary to let that person go or at least reduce your exposure dramatically. If a situation seems to be suffocating you or sapping your sense of freedom and enthusiasm, it's time to rethink your motivation for remaining engaged. And if you're feeling a building resentment for a job or a personal task, this card is telling you to learn how to bring more conscious joy to the experience or even to exit it altogether. Also, be mindful of all your own personal patterns. Consider the causes of your making and the results you're creating. You don't want to become the snake that eats its own tail, consuming your own life force and sabotaging your own desire to move forward. Yet always remember the indomitable strength of your inner spirit and true life force, represented here by the swans, who, in spite of their gentle beauty, are very powerful creatures, capable of striking anything that attacks. You have that power as well, and this card is telling you to strike out at your own self-sabotaging patterns and to break free from any other limiting influences holding you down. Become conscious and courageous in your ongoing choices. You have the power now. The affirmation for the week is: I release toxic people and patterns from my life. I empower myself in my choices and in my relationships. Aquarius, if you wouldn't mind giving a like, a follow, a share, a subscribe. I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and I appreciate your interactions. Thank you. Be well. Namaste.